Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Thursday, the 7th of September and Friday, the 8th of September, 2017. As usual, we don't typically do market previews for Friday alone, as most of the week is played out at that point. This is a week where everybody's staring at Hurricane Irma as it barrels down on Florida later in the week, so things are going to be slow. I also forgot to mention in the weekend preview, because last week ended on Friday, September 1st, that means next Friday, the 15th, is already triple expiration or options expiration for September. It's triple expiration, which means that this Thursday and Friday, so tomorrow and Friday, is the contract roll, the quarterly contract roll from the September to the December contracts. And as we know, that tends to take a lot of oomph out of the market as the money moves from the one contract to the other and the technicals lighten up for a day or two. So when you add that to Irma and you look at what we did today in terms of very boring action, just drifting around, you can see that the rest of this week, unfortunately, now is not looking super exciting between the contract roll and the hurricane. I should also point out that there is not just a second Hurricane Jose, but a third potential storm hurricane, Katia, forming out in the Atlantic right now to follow up by days behind Irma. So any of this could potentially get to be a problem. All right, let's look at the markets. So here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market futures form. Not much new to say. Same story as we've been saying for the last week or two. Just very flat. Crude oil gains 50 cents to 49.15. Gold down $6.20. S&P cash index was up 7.69. Again, mostly just a drift. NDX, the NASDAQ 100 up 18.4. Remember, there's the 13 sell signal on the NASDAQ side. SOX up 2. That's a blip for the SOX. Biotech's up 12. That's also a blip. VIX comes back down 60 cents to 11.63. Trend gets another low reading at 0.78. That leaves the 10-day moving average at 1.0. But with these low numbers finally in the mix, let me count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, there's a low number going to drop off tomorrow. Another 3 days, and we're going to lose a series of higher numbers. So it would probably take the rest into next week for the trend to get the moving average down to 0.85, and that's if we continue to get low readings. NASDAQ volume 1.87 billion, about the same as yesterday, or as Tuesday, so Tuesday and Wednesday about the same. Advance decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 238, which is not too much. On the New York was much stronger, plus 730. Not much movement out of our big stocks. Here's a look at Google, gained 54 cents. Not much there. Apple loses 17 cents. Amazon up $2.53. Netflix up $4.73. Tesla down 506. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 79 cents. Goldman Sachs up $1.05. Remember, it was sold off quite a bit the other day. So in addition to the quarterly contract roll, which is something you definitely have to be aware of because that's going to slow things down even more than just the hurricane on Thursday and going into Friday. Friday is the worst day. So remember, right now we're trading the September contract. The volume is going to start to come out of that contract on Thursday. On Friday, all of the volume will essentially be in the December contract, but there's no technicals from the day before in that contract because there was no volume there. So the bigger players tend to not do much on Friday, which then makes the market boring on top of everything else going on. So on Thursday, we have the weekly jobless claims numbers an hour before the bell. We've got natty gas an hour into the market. Because of the holiday, we've got the oil inventories at 11 a.m. Eastern time. The Monday holiday pushes that from Wednesday to Thursday. And then in terms of data on Friday, we've got the wholesale trade number 30 minutes in. Consumer credit at 3 in the afternoon, so nothing super exciting. Friday's probably going to be kind of a bust. And again, remember, the hurricane is expected to be coming up on Florida around that point in time. So it's going to be all eyes on what they're saying is the storm of the century, just 2 weeks after what happened in Houston. Horrible. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. By the way, I guess the storm's not hitting until Saturday is the new projection. So it is what it is. Have a great rest of your week if you're in Florida or anywhere near it. Be safe.